So last night I woke up with the jackal alarm calling, and I could have sworn I heard a purr, like a low, throaty, soft little purr right next to the tent. I don't know what it was, but questions remain about a leopard. I need to go look up what these paw prints are. Our first morning at Bosobogolo was a quiet, slow and restful morning. We had an easy breakfast and did some sort of car maintenance and checkups after the heavy day before. It's our very first time using the IndiFlate. We checked our tyres this morning, or my husband did, and he said that they were 0.5, having cooled down overnight. They are looking very flat, and we don't want to do any driving like that.
Okay, so that's what got stuck in the sand. It's just that protection plate, I think it is. Not the rear diff. Rear diff was catching a little bit, but that was, I think, the problem. Due to my tire pressure not being sufficient.
So we have found these markings with the 5 little stripes everywhere around our campsite, and trying to figure out what animal makes it. Any ideas? Steak and eggs on toast for breakfast. Leftover steak from last night. How's that for breakfast?
With a view, Elands and Boba.
Our first morning game drive. It's 10:30, so it's not very early. Our first day in Bosobogolo was a quiet, restful day. We didn't see anything crazy during the day. We just relaxed, sorted out all our camping equipment, got our food all organized, sorted out all our shopping, put everything in its place, and enjoyed the views and the scenery. We were very quickly introduced to this gorgeous little mongoose who seemed to own the Bosobogolo Camp 1 campsite. He was forever around us and very inquisitive. We had nicknamed him Bullseye because on the side of his body he had a ring that resembled a bullseye.
Alright, so this is our second night in Bosobogolo, and we are going to be making chicken skewers with veg with some pasta salad. So it just goes to show that you don't have to buy all your meat already done. To keep you busy around camp, you can make your own concoction of whatever it is, but with a view. Here are the skewers that are made up. A bit of mess because the chicken was pre-marinated, which is quite nice. Our metal skewers we got from Outdoor Warehouse, which we've had for a couple of years, which have always come in handy. Yeah, so the leftover marinade we'll probably use for marinating some sausage. I think that was my suggestion to comment. But yep, these are going on the braai in the next couple of minutes.
And now we're out for our afternoon game drive. The one advantage of Bosobogolo is that it's really peaceful and quiet. There are 2 campsites, and the other campsite, although there was somebody there almost every night, 3 of the 4 nights there was somebody there, they were generally in late and out early, so they were just passing through, likely towards the Nosop Valley via the Boso Trail back to Nosop. Bosobogolo is also the furthest away campsite from the Mabua gate, and it's much further from all the other campsites, which are reasonably close to each other around Mpaya and Mabua and Leshiluaho and the Monomordi pans. They are, generally close together, whereas Boso is a little bit farther removed down south. So we took a game drive towards the Mpaya pan, and on our way home, right by our campsite, we saw 2 cheetah. They looked like they were hunting, and clearly the paw prints and the noises I heard last night were likely the cheetah sniffing around our set. So it just shows, we saw the paw prints and they looked like they were little claws, and cheetah were the only cats with non-retractable claws. So wow, that solves that riddle. On our second morning at Boso, we decided to prep a little bit of a picnic and go early through to Mpaya. We didn't make it all the way to Mpaya the day before because it's definitely a little bit further than you think it's going to be, and there was quite a lot of corrugation on the road. So this time we wanted to actually give ourselves enough time to really explore the area and see what the other campsites were like and find the waterhole. The Mpaya Pan waterhole was by far our favorite place to visit in the end. It was always filled with awesome birds, and it kept us entertained with the black-backed jackal hunting, and that was something we got to enjoy every day. We're going to go to the Mabuasehube pan just to explore the general region.
It's quite bumpy.
Very bumpy. And now we're doing a Monomordi Loop. The grasses are beautiful, but there's not much else to see. There are 2 Monomordi pans, one that has the 2 campsites and another much larger pan next to it, which is just a lovely vast open space. It is a beautiful region between Mabuasehube pan and the entrance gate. You also travel via Monomordi pans to get from the entrance gate to Leshilewaho, which is furthest north.
Okay, here balls. African hornbill. Too close to use my big lens, so I'm using my phone.
So this is our campsite. This is our shower cubicle that has no water. And it's got basins, but there is no water here. View of the grass and trees. And this is the toilet, which is in good condition. Best one we've seen. Much better than the ones on the South African side. Roy puts in Polenswa. Those pit toilets were hideous. This one is clean and has no smell, so it's quite nice. There's loads of bird life around here and it's really peaceful.
After I'm bugging down on the Cutline Road, after close inspection of my car, I found out that my plate has bent quite a bit. So my initial thinking was, let me look in my toolbox and see if I've got a nut that fits that, and I don't. So what I do, we're gonna continue obviously on a journey back to Dubong, and I think when I get to Dubong I'm going to try and source a socket that fits that and remove the job plate, and then fix it back up again. My trailer might be dipping down a little bit, but I think it might be a little bit safer than actually having a job plate that is bent. So see there's no cracks. I think it might be weakened a little bit, so we're going to go back onto the cut line on the way back to Cape Town. I'm going to take it even slower.
Okay, so today is bread day. We did our usual bread recipe with self-raising flour, a little bit of yeast, some sugar, mixed it all up, added some sweet corn, and this time we added some bovril for a bit of a salty added taste, and we'll see how that rises and goes on the fire shortly. We'll show you when it's done. So we have upgraded our summer melon games around the campsite by buying a bull set, which has been a great investment into our camping. It is so much fun to have the proper bull set and to play the games around the campsite, even without the kids. Some fried halloumi with a squeeze of lime. Lunch with a view.
Indeed.
Lamb chops, leftover bean salad with pasta salad, and beetroot. Thanks, Mom. Okay, we've just discovered that nobody is staying at Boso number 2. So we are at Bosobogolo all by ourselves tonight. So this is campsite number 2.
Alright, so we came across a couple of bones within the tree. Obviously a leopard was here, and it's quite interesting. Okay, so quite an eventful day today. We from Bosobogolo campsite, we drove through to Mpaya waterhole. From there we did Mabuasehube, and then back down to Mpaya for breakfast. We had some egg on toast, on roasted actually, with some bacon, which is lovely. And while at Mpaya, we saw a heck of a lot of birds. Must have been hundreds and hundreds of birds, doves, as well as Namako sandglass. And we met up with two fellow overlanders who came through, and got chatting. And the guys were saying that it's as quiet as they've ever seen Mabuasehube. So as everybody knows, well, a lot of people do know, that Mabua is meant to be the lion capital of this area. And they've seen absolutely nothing. And we were told that one of the reasons was one of the male lions was shot for traversing onto farmland and killed a cow. And yeah, and apparently, or possibly, scared a lot of the lions away. So that was quite sad. Just goes to show how important wildlife conservation is within these areas. We've never been here before, but we've heard and seen many videos of our favorite YouTubers in this area, you know, giving their accounts of their sightings, experiences. And yeah, even though we're not just here for wildlife, for the lions, we are here for the solitude and being out in wildlife and nature and far away from the hustle and bustle. Doesn't take away from the fact that it's quite sad that this is still happening.
Here is our finished bread, all ready for meal in the evening. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and our first 2 days at Bosobogolo. Hope to see you next week. Take care.